Hi, this is Rich McNutt, the author of Hunter's Choices. I have had hunters feel guilty about leaving meat in the freezer. Personally, I do not understand the hows involved in a printed recipe. I needed to be shown how to cook. So this cooking series really is for me. I have discovered that after I try a recipe several times, it turned out much better. Hunt smart by choice and good cooking. If you are like me and only have a few good wild game recipes, this show is for you. You won't believe how great you can cook wild game. Hi, I'm Rich with the Wild Things Show, Cooking Wild Game, and I'm with my friend Charlie here, and we're in
Albuquerque, New Mexico, and we're last year we made rosemary pork, rosemary chicken, and rosemary quail tacos, and with some green chili, kind of give it a Southwest flair.
And those were really good, by the way. So you'll have to check those out. Check those out on our site, because I mean, he did the way he cooked it on. He had a grill that smoked on the side and then cooked on the grill at the same time, and the wild boar and the meat just came out perfect. Just came out. But what are we going to do today now?
So today what we're going to do is I'm going to make some homemade tortillas and some homemade sopapillas, and then we're just going to have all the garnish and regular lettuce, tomato, onion, and then some green chili on top of that. And an avocado stack to add a little bit more flavor to it.
Well, so this is basically going to be a simple family cookout recipe.
Pretty simple.
Now, Charlie here, he's a hobby chef. He's not a professional chef, but he's got a family reputation for being one of the good chefs in the family, and that's why we're here with Charlie today, because he's been recommended not only by his family, but others too. So,
and right now I'm in second place. So now we're going to make some homemade tortillas. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to do 2.5 to 3 cups of flour. Okay, and then we're going to do about 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Okay, and this is how my grandmother used to measure them, was just with her hand. And then same with the salt. You want to do about a teaspoon of salt. Okay, and then what we want to do is we want to do a smidgen of lard. Okay, and this is what really makes it really healthy for you. Okay, so we want to dry mix all of this up. Okay, so we've got 3 cups of flour, 2.5 to 3 cups of flour, a teaspoon of baking powder, and a teaspoon of salt, and a large heaping tablespoon of the lard. Okay, and then what we need is roughly 2.5 cups of warm water. Okay, so once I get this all dry mixed in here, then we're going to add the warm water, and we're just going to go ahead and start to roll these out. And we're going to make the tortillas and the sopapillas out of the same mix. So the tortillas, we're just going to roll them out and put them on a hot grill. And the sopapillas, we're gonna fry them in grease, which is another healthy alternative. Okay, because we're cooking them in vegetable oil, so it's considered a vegetable. Okay, so but that's the way we've made tortillas over the years, and sopapillas, and they're not exactly healthy for you, but Boy, there's nothing better than a nice hot tortilla, homemade tortilla, right off the grill. A little bit of melted butter on it, and then green chili. I usually like to put either bologna, fried bologna, or fried ham, along with a nice fresh hot tortilla right off the grill. A little bit of salt on the tortilla, or a little bit of salt on the green chili, and that's what we normally do right around chili season, right when right around August is when they pick all the chili. Okay, so basically we're just taking it and rolling it up into a big wad. Okay, just similar to how you would make like a pizza dough or any other kind of dough. Okay. Now we're going to switch gears and we're going to do a sopapilla, which is pretty much the same. So what you're going to do is you're going to roll your dough out. Okay, then what we're going to do is we're going to cut the sopapilla in quarters. Okay, so as you're heating up the oil, the vegetable oil, you spray a little bit of water in there. It'll start to pop once it starts to get hot enough for you to stick your sopapilla dough in there. Right now we're going to wait just a few more seconds. And then once again, this is health food. Okay, once you start cooking dough in oil, then it becomes health food. So, okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take one of our Okay, so we're not quite hot enough right now. But as you can tell, what we're doing is we're just putting the grease over the top of the sopapilla or the tortilla dough, and it's puffing up and it's making a sopapilla. Okay, and that's what we're going to put our hamburger in. So we had the oil was almost hot enough to do its deed. So now the Indians do something very similar with their Navajo tacos, and they do fry bread. And what they do is they basically cover the entire pan with that same type of dough, and they smash it up, and it doesn't puff up as much, and then they make their Navajo tacos out of it. But what we do in traditional Mexican cooking, or New Mexican, is we cut it up into triangles like this, and then we make sopapillas out of it. So it's pretty similar to what the Indians are doing with theirs. Okay, yeah, this one went flat. Okay, it's going to be really hard to get the grease to get up to speed. So it has to be pretty hot. I don't know what the temperature would be. You just have to do it pretty much by sight and by sound. And okay, yeah, that one's not gonna. See, right now it should be golden brown, and it's not golden brown. So, but we did get the puffy effect. We did get it to blow up. So that's what the whole idea is with taking the oil and spreading the oil on top of the dough. Is it makes it puff up, and then you have a cell in there basically that you can put your hamburger in. Okay, yeah, that's not quite hot enough. Okay, so this is the color consistency, what you want. You want it kind of like a golden brown. Okay, now we're going to try one more. Let's see if will be hot enough. Okay. Okay, so now we've got the grease is up to a little bit higher temperature. Okay, as you can tell, it had that puffiness that we want, because we want we want to have a little bit of a cell inside the dough in order to put our hamburger or our Oryx burger. Okay, and that's the right consistency. Okay.
All right, now what do we have here?
Okay, so we have the Oryx burger with the pepper jack cheese.
Okay.
And then we have the Oryx sausage tenderloin burger with the Colby jack cheese.
Okay. All right.
So now what we're going to do is we're going to do a tortilla.
This is how you do it in New Mexico.
Yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a little bit of mustard on there. Okay. We're going to take one of the tenderloin Oryx tenderloin sausage burgers. We're going to add a little bit of garnish to it, a little bit of lettuce, tomato, onion. Okay.
Looking good.
And what we're doing is we're doing a spring onion. Okay, then what you do is you just take and you fold it right there. We're going to have, Rich is going to try this one.
Wow.
Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take and I'm going to open up the sopapilla. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit of mustard. Okay. And then we're going to take the Oryx burger and we're going to stick it inside the sopapilla. Okay. Add a little bit of lettuce, tomato, and a little bit of the spring onion. Okay, and then this one's falling apart a little bit, but that's basically
This is wonderful.
Okay, this is your Oryx sausage burger on a sopapilla. Okay.
And the only thing we don't have is the jalapenos and green chilies to make it really New Mexican. Now, I never had it with a tortilla before. This is really good.
With a fresh hot tortilla and a fresh hot sopapilla. These Oryx sausage burgers and Oryx burgers come out really super good. I highly recommend them. They're only $2,500 a piece. Okay. And if you buy two of them, we knock $10 off. Okay? Anyway, this is the way you do Oryx sausage burgers and Oryx burgers in New Mexico. A little bit of a New Mexican flair with the sopapilla and with the tortilla. And they always taste better when they're nice and fresh off the grill. Okay? A little bit of green chili. We don't have any green chili right now. It's still thawing out, but we're going to have some later on. A little bit of hot green chili. Rich's favorite.
Yeah, he likes it hot. You know, in New Mexico, chili's a vegetable. The rest of the world, for me, it's a spice. So I never knew how to make sopapillas before, but it was actually a lot easier than I expected. So, and it's really a tasty meal. I mean, this is really good. So thanks for showing it. Thanks for joining us,
Chuck Tuna, Rich.
The Wild Thing Show, cooking wild game. Enjoy.
You won't believe how great you can cook wild game by watching our professional chefs. Now with 100 plus episodes. For $6, get the best online wild game cooking show you will ever find. Visit www.vimeo.com/on-demand/cooking-wild-game. Enjoy!